Good morning, Dennis Burns, Fire Behavior Analyst for California Interagency Incident Management Team 2 with your McKinney Fire Update for August 5th. So a little bit about what went on yesterday. We talked yesterday morning about how we were starting off warmer and drier, and that did in fact happen, and the fire responded in kind. So we did see some growth on the fire, not significant, maybe 700 to 900 acres, and it was all within lines that we have in place, but we definitely saw a lot more activity, some short-range spotting, but it still remains in that backing alignment. Some of the areas where we did see growth yesterday was down here in the southwest corner. Mill Creek is the road for a reference point, but we saw the fire backing into some of the dozer lines that we had in this area. And again, up in Division Delta, this is Highway 96, headed towards Syad. This area started to fill in. We did have some spot fires. Crews picked those up last night, but the fire did remain active all night. We also saw a little bit of growth up in Pipeline Gap area, but everything was staying where we wanted it to stay. So that was what was going on the west side. Moving over to the east side, a lot of interior burning and a lot more heat, and this is the area that received that rainfall, but the fire was responding as if it had never rained at all. One thing I do want to point out is most of this fire does have line around it, but it hasn't been mopped in. There's still a lot of fuels in there that need to be consumed, so there's still a pretty significant threat that this fire could get out under the right conditions. Speaking of which, today, right now, we have some thunderstorms over the fire. So one of our concerns are downdraft winds. Those winds could be up to 50 miles an hour. They could put spot fires over the line, and so that's what we're keeping an eye out for today. So specifically today, what we're looking at is, again, it's very warm, very dry, and now we've added the thunderstorms into the mix. Hopefully they clear out relatively soon, but that's what the crews are focused on. As I've mentioned, most of this area has line on it, so we're aggressively trying to get things mopped up. We do have a little bit of black on the map. We're hoping to add a little bit more black, so by this time tomorrow I can show you a little bit more containment. This team's very conservative about marking containment down, because once we put black on the map, we want it to stay there. So that's kind of where we're at today. I know it's a pretty quick update, but I'll talk to you tomorrow.